So if you guys haven't really been tuning into SmackDown, let me catch you up. Maximum Male Model Agency hasn't really gone the route that I guess Vince probably envisioned it to. Nobody really cares except for Max Dupri. And, you know, Triple H really enjoyed working with Max Dupri, formerly known as LA Knight in NXT. NXT was probably one of the brighter spots of his career. He was also in TNA Impact, and he was really good over there as well. This guy can talk on the mic. He's really talented in terms of characterization and how he carries himself and that charisma that he has. So when you translate, you know, his character and you combine that with, you know, the way his matches are, people actually enjoy watching LA Knight, and they wanted to see LA Knight. Max Dupri was just a manager. He wasn't really going to be a performer in that group. They wanted him just to be a mouthpiece, which is great. That's one of his strengths. But they're going away from that, and it seems like he's not only going to break up with them, but he's going to return to his LA Knight character. It is being reported as of today, or over the weekend, should I say, that LA Knight is back on the roster page internally, so they're going to go with that character at some point going forward, and that is very interesting to see, because this is Triple H and his crew kind of changing what Vince started with that specific group and that character. Now, a guy like Gunther is actually happy with his new name. He doesn't care to go back to Walter, and he didn't really care about Walter to begin with. But LA Knight is probably more excited to be LA Knight than he was with Max Dupri, you know. So I'm interested to see how they could go into that storyline with the male models. And, you know, it's obviously a joke in a way, but how can they twist this negative into a positive where it's not a joke anymore and people can really see LA Knight on the main roster? I was gonna say on the male models, on the main roster, and look at LA Knight and say, wait, hold on, this guy's legit, you know. So MGM is saying, look, I wouldn't have minded LA Knight coming back eventually, but MMM has so much untapped potential. One of the rare cases where Triple H canned a good Vince idea. Look, I actually agree with what MGM is saying, because sometimes you need to have that little sprinkle of comedy throughout the show, and they could have made a decent stable with that group. They could have made them a little serious. You know, if you look back at Billy Gunn, he used to be with Chuck Palumbo, right? But even when Billy Gunn was with DX and he was Mr. Ass and they had their comedy moments, they were very serious in the ring. So the male models didn't have to always be a joke, even though they were used in that form. You know, Mace is a big dude, and at the end of the day, I just want to see LA Knight. I want to see what the guy himself has to offer by himself. Ultimately, taking him away from the group this fast, I don't know how I feel about it just yet. We got to see how it all plays out. Obviously, that's pretty much the ongoing thing with this new era that we're in with Triple H. We got to see these things develop. We can't rush to the conclusion. So I'm all ears. LA Knight possibly making his return. I know everyone's excited, or for the most part, a lot of people are excited. Hit me up in the comment section with your opinion on LA Knight coming back to Friday Night SmackDown, or making his official SmackDown debut.